In case you didn't know, there is actually a hierarchy pyramid when it comes to anime fans. On the very bottom of the pyramid, we've got the cringe, weeby fans, the peasants of the anime fandom, if you will. Then on the second level, we've got the normal, chill fans. On the third level is me, because I'm just cool like that. And then on the very top of the hierarchy is Pro ZD. Now, why in the world do I bring this up to you? I don't know, I just want to draw anime art styles. So today, I'll be drawing one of my own OCs in the art styles of some of my favorite animes. Now let's get into it. Okay, so I've decided to draw my OC Rune for this entire challenge, so it'll be easy to compare. And for our first art style, we will be doing Attack on Titan, one of the most popular animes of all time and one of my personal favorites. Obviously, all of these animes will be some of my personal favorites. Attack on Titan has this very unique art style compared to other animes, mostly in the final season, so I'll be drawing that art style. The final season of AOT, in my opinion, looks a lot more like the manga art style did than the first 3 seasons did. Also, if you've seen it, comment down below what you thought of the final season of AOT, without spoiling anything. I don't know, I know that it literally came out like 3 years ago, but I'm not sure what to think of it still. Next up we have Blue Box. This is my favorite romance anime, my favorite sports anime, easy top 5 for me, and I highly recommend you watch it or read it. Most of my favorite animes are usually action or adventure type stuff, so I was surprised by how much I fell in love with this story. Now the main art style change in Blue Box is the eyes, so we're really going to need to focus in on that. The artist, Kuji Miura, sorry if I mispronounced that, doesn't really draw pupils and adds these really big highlight bubbles in the top corner. Also super random, but just something I wanted to mention, I'm currently watching ReZero with a couple of my friends, so comment down below what you're currently watching too. Next up we've got Demon Slayer, another super popular anime. Honestly, most of my favorite animes are extremely popular though. The biggest difference in the art style for Demon Slayer is also the eyes, just like Blue Box, so we're gonna really need to focus in on that. I watched the Infinity Castle movie months after it came out just this last March, and I have to tell you how amazing it was. If you've seen it, you already know it was peak. Nobody thought that movie was bad, and if you haven't seen the film, obviously watch or read the series first, but then watch Infinity Castle. Trust me, easy top 3 films of all time for me. Next up, we've got Kaiju No. 8. Now I'm gonna be honest, and I apologize in advance to anybody who may be offended by this, but I don't really like the Kaiju No. 8 art style, at least not the anime one. I'm sorry, but they just put the eyes so far apart and everyone looks so ugly and the colors just kinda make the art feel flat. Now, I specified for the anime because I for some reason do like the art style for the manga, so maybe it is just about the colors. I'm honestly not really sure. I will also say though that the season 1 opening, Abyss by Youngblood, might be one of my favorite anime openings of all time. This might come off as ingenuine since it was sung by a Western artist, but hey, I'm gonna be honest, Youngblood really locked in for that song. And it was my most listened to song for the month of February of this year too, so. Next up is Gachiakuta, my second favorite anime, and an anime that has recently started growing in popularity. I love this series a lot. I absolutely love the edgy punk rock kind of vibe of this series. It's just so cool. The characters are all really not amazing people, to be honest. They're all either constantly annoyed, kind of manipulative, super angry and vengeful, or just... Okay, Ryo is actually perfect. But even so, these characters all have very good, redeemable qualities, and honestly, their extremely relatable flaws just make them more lovable because it makes them human. Also, both openings, especially the first one, are absolutely amazing. And next up, we have Toilet Bound Hanako-Kun. Now, I was really into this anime a while ago. I think it's good, but I'm not as into it as I was then. The reason why I chose this anime was because I think that Hanako-Kun might be one of the most unique anime art styles in my opinion, besides the Scott Pilgrim anime and Mob Psycho. Now, when I started reading Hanako-Kun, I considered it one of my favorite animes, but the funny thing was at the time, the only animes I'd watched or seen was pretty much just My Hero Academia, Demon Slayer, Scott Pilgrim, Spy Family, and Hanako-Kun. Just those 5, so it really wasn't a lot of options. But now, since then, I've seen a lot more different animes, so I have a lot more choices besides just Hanako-Kun. And for our final anime art style, we have my favorite anime, My Hero Academia. Now, before you click off the video because you're disappointed in me, let me explain. I think My Hero gets a bad rap because the fandom is so bad. But listen, MHA is legitimately a good anime, a great anime, in fact, the best anime, in my opinion. And don't only take my word for it, because after all, we won Anime of the Year this year, And you might say, oh, well, that's just because it's the final season, and that's honestly probably true. However, the final season was amazing, which is shocking because I can't remember the last time that an anime ending, actually any ending in any show or series, was any good. Most of the time when a series ends, the audience is left feeling like the series wasn't complete, but at least for me and most of the fandom, the series actually had a really satisfying ending. And I don't think that any anime or manga will ever replace the number one spot that MHA holds for me. My Hero was the first anime I ever got into, and after falling in love with the series, I couldn't really stop watching any of it. I was reminded how much I loved the series when the final episode came out and I watched the opening that showed all the flashbacks and highlights of the series, which made me realize how big of an impact this amazing story has had on my artistic journey and my hyperfixations. My point is that My Hero is really good, and you should watch it. Looking back at some of the artworks is hilarious because for most of them you can tell what character I was referencing while drawing my character. Rune looks exactly like Chinatsu for the blue box art style, like Nezuko for the Demon Slayer one, Ryo for the Gachiakuta style, and exactly like Uraraka from MHA. So maybe I need to get better at actually drawing art styles, not just perfectly copying down a character. Comment down below which of these animes is your favorite or which animes you think I should do in the future. It gives me more views when you do. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.